Good morning, friends and family, and welcome to Universal Orlando. We have some huge HHN 35 news to go over, starting with some exclusive early screen information regarding to which houses will open at which time, how the event will be done, and a whole lot more. But I also want to talk to you guys about how we may have a brand new attraction coming to HHN this year. And lastly, check out some brand new merch plus the HHN construction. But most importantly, have a great time. So, enough talking. Let's go ahead, get in there, have a great time, and dive in. You guys already know my first stop is 5 and Dime. And I don't think, oh wow, they may have some left, surprisingly. They actually do. So they actually have some more left for you guys if you want to come grab them. That's pretty cool though, man. I know people were complaining about like the prices of these, but I mean, whatever your pockets, fit your pockets. So it's like, if you like it, get it. But if not, if it's too much for you, don't get it. I understand both sides of the story, but I will say it is a pretty cool relic, man. I love this. I love this. This is nice. Pretty cool that they actually have some left in 5 and Dime because they sold out pretty fast the first day, but I don't think these are going to sell out as fast as a lot of people think they are because of the price. So I'm not getting one myself because I agree with the pricing of it. I mean, I don't really care for paying $65 just for that set because if you think about it, once you get the other 4 pieces, you're gonna have to pay $125 at the end of the day for all of it. And I'm just not gonna spend that much on that. It's just not worth my value. Now I know other people, you know, they probably value it differently, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it's not worth it, it's not worth it. For me, it's not worth it personally. But we got a lot to talk about because early screen, I got a lot of information regarding to it that answers all questions if this is confirmed, but it is from a source and it does possibly confirm some houses at which times may open. So yeah, we have a lot to discuss, man, and I'm super excited if this is what they're doing because it gives the best of both worlds is all I'll say. All right guys, so let's talk about everything because we have early screen information, but I also forgot to mention some bad news regarding to a house I think a lot of people wanted to come. But let's start off with the bad news and then get on with the good news of early screen. So I have been told and I've been seeing online, so I seen it online first, that Hellraiser may be the house that fell through. But then I was just like, oh, somebody made that up. They started a rumor. But then I was told from a source the same piece of information. Now, if that is the case, that is very depressing because we kind of need that type of house. We need a house that is not repeated. I mean, we have Stranger Things. I think Stranger Things is going to be fine. It's going to be fire. But we've had so many of them that it's going to feel repeated in a sense. B, we need that super iconic, terrifying IP house at the event this year. Stranger Things is not really terrifying. It's a cool house, but it's not terrifying. Evil Dead Burn is terrifying, but it doesn't have that iconic figure or face of that franchise. And then we have Ozzy, which is not gonna be super terrifying, and Sinners, which I think Sinners will have some moments, but it's not gonna be super terrifying. Pinhead is that iconic figure that can be terrifying inside a house, plus the Cenobites themselves. And I think we need that one iconic IP house that is gonna knock your socks off when you go through it. So if this is true, what would you guys like the replacement to be? I don't want it to be Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. I'd rather have that as a scare zone, if so. But what house would you guys like to be the replacement of Hellraiser if it's not coming to the event this year? For me, bring my guy Pennywise to the event this year if we don't have Hellraiser. I would be satisfied with either or. You just need that super iconic figure that is going to scare the living crap out of you. And I think it or Pinhead will give you that in a house. Now, for the good news, let's talk about everything regarding to Early Scream, because it's not just Early Scream that we're going to be talking about. It's Early Scream and Stay and Scream, which is coming back. So, from what I was told from a source is that this Early Scream, the 2 p.m. houses, will be a separate ticket. That's what I was told. We'll see once it's confirmed, but they're saying that it's going to be a separate ticket, and then there's still going to be that Stay and Scream that we used to call it. I guess they're bringing that back, which would be the 4 p.m. to like 6:30, 6:15 until the park open, and they're still going to have those houses there. Now, why do I trust this? Is because I was told from another source that times have gone out for some of the people who've already got their positions for castings, and one of them was 1 p.m. to 9 p.m., which tells me those 2 p.m. houses, we are going to be going in. I want to say it's 100% confirmed, but I'm never going to say that until HHN does, and they haven't really put out any different information regarding to what's on the Early Scream ticket yet. So I guess we'll see till then, but about 99.5 there that we're going to be able to walk in those houses. So that brings me to the next question. Which houses will be those 2 p.m. houses? And someone actually brought this thought up to me that it needs to be like the super popular houses. And from what I was told, the houses will be Stranger Things, Oddfellow versus Jack, and, well, it was supposed to be Hellraiser, but if that falls through, whatever IP is replacing Hellraiser. So that is pretty much all I was told. And honestly, guys, look, that is good news, because we'll get to keep our regular Stay and Scream, which is that 3 to 5 p.m. where you have to come in, and then you get the houses open at like 5:15, 5:45, 6, and so forth before the park opens. And then we'll also get a little bonus if you want to get in some houses early. You can pay $70 to get in 3 extra houses. So I don't know. I think that would be pretty cool. And I think this is actually really good news for everybody, because people were worried that it was going to be one whole ticket that you have to buy just to get in Stay and Scream itself. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Stay and Scream is still here for the people who are park guests and who go in the park in the daytime. You can still get in free to Stay and Scream, but if you want to get in the houses, you have to pay that extra $70 to get into the houses at 2 p.m. Nothing is confirmed until the event comes. So obviously I'm just telling what people are telling me, and we'll see. I hope that is the route that they're going, because it gives a little bit of good on both sides of the bargain. People who want to pay, go ahead, get in your 2 p.m. houses. People who don't want to pay, you can still get in early and get some houses done. I really do hope Hellraiser does not get replaced, because I have a bad feeling whatever that is replacing that house will be either a repeat or a bad IP. I really do. I don't have that much trust in them when it comes to trying to turn things around on a short notice. So I really do hope that Hellraiser sticks and comes to the event, because yeah, it ain't looking so good. But I do want to check on the construction update, because there's some construction in Fast and Furious, and also possible construction over in the Sprung area. So we're gonna check those out, and then we also still have to talk about the new addition to the event this year. I really do hope that they do something with Simpsons Land, because it is honestly perfect for the type of theme that we have going on for the event this year. I know I've said that once, but I'm gonna say it again. Please decorate it, do something with Simpson. You ain't gotta make it a scare zone, but just have the chainsaw hordes and just decorate a little bit like a circus. It would be awesome. Oh man, look who is back. Mecca. Looks like they are getting some stuff done over here now. That is pretty cool. That's over here. This was kind of empty before, but you know what? No facade yet. No. Oh wait, what is that? Wait a minute. What is that? I don't know. It's covered though. Maybe that is a facade. Maybe a piece. There's got to be something for the house. At the fact that they covered it, but hey, they are here, which means a lot of construction is going on inside and possibly outside these sprung tents. That is pretty cool. All right, guys, so I went and stopped by the Fear Factor stage to see if they're doing any new construction for the show for HHN. And I think they are starting, because one, there is like this aqua blue rusted type of color, and that color is on like this cylinder structure that's right there, and also on the house, on the edge of the house. That is the same exact color. I don't think that was there before. And then I caught this. Is it me, or is that structure new? It looks like a building almost. You see the brick, you see like the base right there, and there's like this like metal piece on top of it. It looks like it's trying to like resemble some type of building, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe that has always been there because I don't check on that too much. But from looking at my old videos, I don't recall seeing that building there, or brick structure, whatever you want to call it. So that may be part of the new show, possibly. I gotta look at more videos to see, just to clarify it. But man, that is awesome if so, and it tells me that construction is ongoing. So as far as the new addition to HHN, it seems that on September the 5th, and shout out to Mayhem for finding this, it seems that on September the 5th, they're having this Halloween bash from 5 to 9 p.m., which I think is pretty cool because it's something that's free for people to do, for people who can't afford HHN or who don't want to get scared. You can still kind of be a part of HHN, so that is pretty cool. I wonder what it is. It has to be like a dance party or something like that because I see music right by it. But I think it's pretty cool that they have something additional to the event. Update on Fast Furious. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the cars have been removed. They are gone, which tells me we may be having some type of construction of HHN soon over here, because you know this is supposed to be like the dance party scare zone that's right here, and that's also supposed to be like the house. I think we exit out of here, if I'm not mistaken, last year. But yeah, the cars are gone, so that only tells me that they're starting on construction for HHN. Now, I wanted to see if the tent was up, but it's not up yet. That should be popping up very soon. But another update that we have at Fast Furious is inside the queue, which we use for the house, is they have finally put down the curtain, which means HHN construction has begun, and they have moved the truck out also. So that is pretty cool to see. They are working inside there. Whatever house is going to be in there, I know it's going to be awesome, but I can't wait to see once we get the tent and everything up right here also, because you could possibly see some props alongside the tent. Another thing I want to talk about is that I've been hearing people talking about how they may, with this being closed now, the Irish store, they may knock down the walls and behind there, in between the game room and this, and merge it all together to make the tribute store. I don't think that's what's gonna happen, because this doesn't give you that much room, and I don't think it's gonna make the experience that much better. I think they just need to go ahead and move it back in the New York area, way over there where it used to be, because that is the best area for the tribute store. Well guys, that would be it for today's video. Man, was that a lot. I mean, we may have possibly seen some new props or set pieces for the new show. We may have. And then let me know how you guys feel about the new early screen layout. Do you like it? Is there any changes you would like to do to it? Or do you think that's just right, if that's the way that they're gonna go about it? But I also want to talk about how we have finally reached 7,000 subscribers on this channel. Thank you to all you guys for supporting this channel day in and day out. And for that, I will be doing a HHN raffle. So to enter the raffle, first you guys must like this video and subscribe to the channel, and then go on my Instagram and I'll have a post up where you can put, so far out of all the houses that have been rumored to come to the event, which one is your favorite. That's how you guys be able to enter it. It'll be randomized, and I will be doing a raffle probably within the next month or so. So go ahead and do that so you guys can enter this raffle. Good luck to all you guys, and yet again, thank you so much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead, smash that like button, share, turn notifications on, and most importantly, subscribe. And you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.